Okay, hello, you guys. Welcome to the November team call for Love Your Guts. I am Paige. I'm not sure if you know me. The two lovely ladies on here right now know me, but if you're new to the team, welcome. I just wanted to kind of go over a few things, just some basics to start things off here. And then it is the 11/11 portal today, which is really, really abundant and potent energy. If you want to be calling in a big goal this month, tonight would be an amazing night to do it. So we will do some fun stuff like that. And we will talk about the promos this month, incentives, etc. So I just want to go ahead and share my screen here. And I'm going to go over a little slideshow that I've prepared that I just have all of the new partners on the team learn and get to know so that you can kind of get started on the right foot here. So just going to present. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you're good? Okay. So this is the Love Your Guts new partner training. And I'm just going to kind of go over how our teams work. So for our teams, we have Team Swagger. So this is kind of like the umbrella that we sit under in terms of who our uplines are. So Team Swagger is Beck Sadek. And she has what is her team page called? Is it just Team Swagger Leaders, I believe? Let me just double check. So write this down if you're new, because I want to make sure that you're plugged into the team, all of the team pages if you aren't. But Bex is social swagger leaders. So you can go ahead and plug yourself into that team page. She actually does a team call every single Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And the team calls are very beneficial because she always has us do some testimonials. Kate actually shared a testimonial last week, which I'm so proud of you, Kate. And then anybody can sort of raise their hand at the beginning of the call and share anything that the products has helped them with. And we use these testimonials to our advantage when we are marketing the product to our friends and family. And then we also have usually a training after the testimonials. So definitely something to sort of mark in your calendar, even if you can just get to like one of those every single month. That will really help your business grow. So yeah, make sure you're marking that in your calendars for 1 p.m. Eastern. So that would be 11 a.m. Mountain Time and 10 a.m. Pacific Time every single Tuesday. And again, that is the Social Swagger team page. If they ask you who your diamond upline is for all of these team pages, it is Chelsea Taylor. So ChelseY Taylor. They will not well, they do know me, but I'm not a diamond. So they will probably not accept you if you say like Paige Westland or Paige Markazi. Make sure you're saying Chelsea Taylor to get yourself into the team pages. The Wellness Collective is Ainsley Bondi. So she is our upline. So Ainsley is Chelsea Taylor's upline. And she is a presidential diamond here at Amare. She's been doing the business for about, I want to say almost 3 years. Has done amazing, incredible things with her business. And so I just want to make sure, oh, I still have my bracelet from Big Fun Inflatable Park. I was not at the hospital, you guys. But she's amazing. So is the one who has done all of our systems for us. So anything that you see in boards, anything you see in Telegram, all of our like Wellness Collective links to send to people who are interested in the opportunity, these were all made by Ainsley. Ainsley actually hired somebody to do all of this for us. So we're extremely lucky to have Ainsley on our side as our upline. And she's such a lovely person. And then, so hers is called the Wellness Collective. Again, to enter that Facebook group, that is what it's called. And she will accept you with the Diamond Upline Chelsea Taylor. Happy Hustlers, you can use my name, or actually it's the Happy Collective. I have not changed that. So the Happy Collective, it used to be Happy Hustlers, is Chelsea Taylor's team page. It's her team name, and she is my upline. So she's the person who I signed up with Amare, and she is absolutely amazing for anything mindset. You can also always book a call with Chelsea, and she will get on a call with you one-on-one for a full hour. And when I say use these to your advantage, I mean it. Chelsea's been in the network marketing field for about 10 years. She has incredible advice in terms of content, mindset, leadership, anything like that. She's been doing this for a really long time, and her information is very valuable. And if somebody were to, off of her team, try to book a 1 hour mentorship call with her, she would charge upwards of $100 for that call. So we get those for free. Definitely take advantage of them. She does have a booking and scheduling link. So if you want your hands on that, let me know and I can send it your way and you can book in with her. And then we have Love Your Guts, which is my team. You guys are all on Love Your Guts. You're all on all of these teams. We do not have a team page yet. We just have a team chat. I was just chatting with Kate and Trish about maybe opening a team page, mostly because I feel like things get missed in the chat because it's so busy. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys too much, as I know that you already have 3 incredible team pages to lean on with tons of resources, but I'm trying to find a way that we can have some really valuable information posted somewhere that goes with just our team in terms of things like incentives, team calls, things like that. The other thing I can do is just make like a monthly calendar. That's something I've been working on for this month that just shows all of the different calls that you can jump on. And then I can maybe write what the incentives are and how to earn them on the calendar. So let me know, you guys, if that's something you'd be interested in, or if you think another team page would be beneficial. I'm open to suggestions. Oh, we got some chat going on here. That's a great idea. Our own team page is good. Okay, so we can do our own team page. I just didn't want too many on the go, but if you think that that is the best, then we can. So yeah, we will chat more about that. And then we also have Happy Hive, which is Alyssa Pejos's team. So Alyssa's on our team as well. And she has created her own little team and they do incredible things. Alyssa's already hit platinum in her business. She's held platinum rank for about 5 months now. And I just love to see her team grow and develop. And she's an incredible leader herself. She was actually my upline with Beachbody in the beginning before she made moves in a different direction. So her and I go way back in terms of network marketing and friendship and all that fun stuff. So we all know and love Alyssa. And I just want to go over your first goals as an Amari Brown partner. So the ladies on this team are on this call right now. They already know what these first goals are. So I'm just going to go over them really quickly. So share when your Happy Juice arrives on your stories. Share your excitement for trying it. Invite people to follow along on your Happy Juice journey. Explain what it is about Happy Juice that had you intrigued, and then put a poll up to see where the interest lies in your follower base. So this is a great thing that you can do right in the beginning. To just see sort of where people are at that are already following along, that are always already engaged in your content. Things like who's tried Happy Juice, and then you can make like the options, me, love it, I've heard of it, but I've never tried it, or I'd love to try it. So this is going to give you a better idea of people that are already taking Happy Juice. Maybe think people to like put on the do not disturb kind of list because they're already drinking it through somebody else. And then all other people, you can say, okay, well, there are people that I could reach out with during a sale, or they've shown a little bit of interest. So I want to start engaging with these accounts a little bit more. Other first goals is share yourself drinking it every single day. Okay. Consistency with drinking it is sharing about it, and sharing about it are imperative to keep your audience engaged. And it also gives you the best results for the juice. Your first rank is brand builder with 1,000 OV. This will also earn you free product credits. So you'll get 100 free product credits from going brand builder. This can be achieved personally or through anyone in your organization, including your own sales and purchases. So overall volume is your organization volume. So it's anything that anyone underneath you buys or sells, and anything you buy or sell accumulated into one big number. Once that number is 1,000, that is your first rank in the company. Congratulations. You unlock yourself 100 free product credit in the first rank. So that just, the nice thing about that is that rank also helps people who are pushing, people in your organization that are pushing for things like silver. If you go brand builder and your upline has 5,000 volume, you get them closer to silver as well. So this is a team effort for things like that. And then your focus on 5 bonus is to help 5 new customers or brand partners get set up with any pack unsubscribe and save and earn a $500 monthly bonus. If you're Canadian, this is $640 Canadian. So this is a huge deal. There is no other company out there that does this. This is something that makes Amare so unique and special, and something that I wanted to mention with it being November and with it being the little packs that they're doing, the holiday packs. You can sell a holiday pack, especially if you're American, because I really don't think, I think you can do Afterpay on the Canadian site with a Canadian holiday pack, but I do not think that you can do it on the American site with an American holiday pack. I know that as a Canadian, you can buy the American holiday pack, but not with Afterpay. But something I want you guys to know is if it's somebody that's brand new and they buy the holiday pack is not on subscribe and save. So usually it's just subscribe and save that would give you a point for your focus on 5 or one of your focus on 5 sales. But this time you can sell a holiday pack and also get one for your focus on 5. So something to keep in mind, that you guys can all hit your 5 for 5 this month with the Black Friday sale coming up and all of these packs on sale. And Alessa also mentioned that it's even cheaper to do bundle and save, but bundle and save is through subscribe and save. So that's the difference there. Bundle and save is only available through a subscribe and save purchase, whereas these bundles are designed for people who do only want a one-time order, don't want the subscribe and save, still want the savings that you can get from subscribe and save, and also want additional products on top of that. So something to keep in mind for those bundles. Really, really cool that they're doing that. And the bundles are good until the end of December. So for content creation, you ladies, you already kind of know how this goes, but if you're brand new to network marketing, social selling, Instagram, you will want to be posting at least 3 story slides per day of you, what you're up to throughout the day, you drinking your juice, anything at all. Get your audience and anyone following along a chance to get to know the you outside of Amare. This is how you'll find your people. You can add graphics for an advertisement, but make sure you're sharing about you first. Graphics are great, you guys, but honestly, everyone has those exact same graphics, okay? Do something unique. If you have to take a photo of yourself and copy everything that one of the graphics says and post it on your story with the same writing, but a different photo in the background. So I'm sure you guys have seen, we've kind of gone over it on the call before, but for those who don't already know how to do this, I want to just go over it really quickly. If you go to a photo of yourself, so let's say this one, okay, and you're on your stories. If you click those 3 dots at the top and click draw, and then you click that highlighter one that's in the middle, and you find a color. So I want to do like a color that's already on this picture. So let's do that one. And you bring this one all the way down that middle, that side doohickey thingy. And then you just want to hold it down. That's going to do that to your photo. You can do any color with that. And what that allows you to do is write on the photo with a cute background and a cute wash on it with like white letters. So this is just a test. Oh, and it just shows up better. See that? So the white will show up better on a photo like that if everything's the same color. And it'll still show like a pretty background photo. So what you can do instead of using like the exact, so a lot of you were saying like, oh, I wish that the letters were bigger in this one. Just use it to your advantage, right? Like go onto Telegram, find the graphic that you actually want to make. Oh, because I have a new phone, so it's not going to let me go onto Telegram, but let me see if I have one handy here in my phone. Yeah. So like this YMRA one, right? So that's Ainsley in the background of that picture. But I could easily just go like this because it's in my camera roll, right? So it has to be in your camera roll before you can do this. But you can literally highlight the whole thing, copy it, go back over here. Oh, yeah, now that's gone. Hold on a second. One moment, please. I got rid of it. Okay, so, oh, you can't really see that one. Hold on a sec. Let's do darker color. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Now you're going to want to go to that A so you can type and click just paste. Now, if you go like this, Guayamare, right? But it's you on the picture. So it's just personalizing things. Those graphics are really good to help you. And especially if you're in a pinch and you just want to quickly throw something up. But if you have the time to personalize something a little bit, it gives a nice touch to your content because it's you that's talking to them, not just like a picture of happy juice. Do you guys kind of get what I mean? So they buy because they trust you and what you share about it. So on top of that, 3 to 5 reels a week at minimum. The more reels, the better, honestly. Some people will do 2 reels a day. If you're gonna do 2 reels a day though, don't make them both about happy juice, okay? So I was talking to someone earlier this week who's also on the call, and I was trying to explain that, like, yes, happy juice reels are so important, you guys, but don't make all of your content about happy juice, okay? Keep your pillars in mind, like the things that make you you. Like Kate, for example, she owns a cleaning business, right? So how cool would it be if she did like every Thursday a tip about cleaning? I know it sounds silly, but people will want to learn about that because she already knows what to do. It's already something she's good at, right? Or every Wednesday, a meal prep reel or something that's completely different, but still in your scope, right? Something that still makes you you, that allows your people to get to know you a little bit more. Another really good thing that you guys can be doing is asking opinions on things. So, like, it doesn't matter if you don't actually want to change your room around. This is just an idea. But let's say I have my living area over here, right? And I make a reel or a post and I'm like, okay, should my couch be facing this way or should I move it all the way to the end and flip it? Put up a poll. Okay. What's that going to do? People will reply because people love to share their opinion on things, especially when it's something so generic, basic, and everyone has a couch, right? Everyone has a living room. So it's like they all want to kind of share their opinion. And what this is going to do is boost your engagement because it'll send a message to Instagram that that poll did really well, and it's going to push your content and your stories out to more people. Try it, trust me, things like that. Like anything like that. That's just an example of it, right? So I hope that that's helpful in terms of like other things that you can be sharing outside of Amare, Happy Juice, things like that, that are still very simple. You don't have to complicate it, you guys, right? For reels, trending audio. So find a trending audio or a voiceover audio that relates to the topic you're sharing about or any kind of audio. I find it going through my reels feed. So like right here,
What do you think you'll do?
this one, and I'll just go, these are all trending audios. Okay, so if it goes well with what I want to talk about, or anything like that, I just go to the song and that's the one that I use. Okay. Take clear videos in natural lighting. Super important. You want people to stop on your reels, especially if you end up in that reels feed that I was just showing you. What do you think is going to stop someone from just scrolling like I just did? It's going to be bright. It's going to be clear. It's going to have something that draws people in. So add a hook to draw in the viewer. A hook is literally just a breadcrumb of what you're actually going to talk about. It's what's going to keep someone on your reel long enough for them to like actually sit and want to read the caption and what it's about. Okay. So don't give it all away in the actual reel. Go into more depth into the caption. Keep the viewer there as long as possible because that's going to help your reel loop, right? And then add a clear, bright cover photo from your camera roll if you want to. This is totally up to you. It all depends on how you want your page to look and how you want your feed to look. Just make it look cohesive no matter what. So if you're always using the same filter, it would look perfect. Just make sure that everything kind of, if you go to someone's page, you want the open signs to look on, right? Like if you go to my page, you want it to look somewhat organized and cohesive, right? So just keep that in mind when you open your page, like, does it look too busy? How could I make it look a little more organized, clean? Just like view it like a shoe store, right? View it like someone's just walked into your shoe store and do a little bit of like inventory check to make sure things are in the right place, things are flowing the right way, things look clean and organized. Send your reels to our team chat so we can help boost your engagement. This is a team effort, you guys. So if you can just take 2 seconds, because I really do try to comment on every single reel that gets put in that chat. I really do. So if you guys can all help by continuing to boost that for everyone, we will all succeed more because more, it's not going to put out anyone else's light to help them shine. It's just going to help them shine. Okay. So it's not going to take anything away from you to just take that second to help your teammate out. So that's reels for you. Engagement and connection. This is something I'm just gonna blow through. Keep your audience engaged and connected to you. So you guys are really gonna want to make some Instagram BFFs. Like that is half of our job, okay? Because people are going to want to have a connection with you before they'll want to buy from you. So whether that's they've connected with something you've talked about, and Sammy, I want to shout you out because you shared about something so vulnerable on your stories the other day. And the amount of feedback and love that poured into your inbox after you shared about that, even though it was so freaking hard for you to talk about it and like kind of like out of your comfort zone, the amount of people that were like right in your corner being like, holy, like I actually so relate to that. I didn't think anyone related to that, you know? Talk about these things, you guys. Get raw, get vulnerable because there's so many people out there, I'm telling you, that are living such similar lives, that have such similar circumstances, that truly will understand and just feel that much closer to you, right? Like you got to think the people that you're closest with, what was it that connected you to that person? Usually it's like a common interest or a common thing that's gone on in your lives and things like that, right? So just make sure that you're getting on there, helping people out with that part, and getting just making sure that you're engaging with people. So if somebody's like commenting on your stuff a lot, if somebody's following along on your stuff a lot or liking all of your stories, giving your stories some love, send them a message. Open up the conversation, especially on the reels that have nothing to do with happy juice. You guys, this is so, so important. Okay. On the reels that have nothing to do with happy juice, but have something to do with you personally, and someone's been like, same here, girl, or anything like that, or I'm so sorry you went through that, or whatever, send them a personal message. Don't just, you can respond on the actual comment to like boost your engagement, but send them a personal message and say, thank you so much for your comment. It means a lot to me. Like, and be genuine because it's genuinely trying to make connections. So try that and kind of see how it goes from there. But just stay authentic with it, with all of it. So don't like treat people like people. right? Before you send any message about Happy Juice, about any of the supplements, look at the message again. Okay. Did I respond to their question or did I just spit out to them some facts? Right? Make sure that you're talking to a human being like they're a human being and not like I just did a Google search about what Happy Juice is and all this information popped up. Okay. Make sure I hear you. I've totally been there. Things like this really help you get into a very good connection with somebody. And it helps build your trust, their trust with you more, right? Is everyone feeling this? Are we all good with that? I feel like there was something in the chat, but now, oh, here we go. What did you need me to do again, Sammy? I didn't see that till just now. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I was just asking if you could do the picture thing again, but I can ask you another time
Okay.
privately.
Yeah, sounds good, babe.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so samples. I have slacked on my samples, and guess what? My customer sales have lowered. So I know that the two go hand in hand. If you have stock for samples, this is my little friendly reminder too. If you have some extra stock to send out some samples and offer some samples to people, like I said, you can charge people for them. Honestly, people are more likely to buy from you in the future. If you charge for the samples, they're more likely to actually take the samples and take them seriously if they've bought them. That's just my personal opinion. And you can always say, here, I'm going to give you these samples for $25. And if you decide to buy a full bundle, I can refund you the $25. So it's kind of like an exchange in a way, a rebate, I guess you could say. So definitely something to keep in mind. It's really good for people. People are never going to feel like, wow, results off of 3-day samples. So make sure that they know that. Just make sure that they know that they're truly just trying to figure out what flavor they like the most, right? And that they might feel after like 3 days of consistently using it, they may, and you can always check in with them like, hey, how were your sleeps over the last few days? Because that was one of the first things I noticed with this, especially that I had really, really solid sleeps. But after that, everything just seemed like better and better as time went on. So really try to see if they will stick it out for the 3 whole days and check in with them with how they were feeling, how their energy levels were, their irritability. I find that's one thing that also sort of goes down a lot for people is they're less irritable. So ask them questions like that, like how is your irritability? How are you handling things? That kind of thing. People are more likely to buy from you if they've tried it. So if you can offer samples, that's a really great way to get somebody to at least try the product before they decide whether they want to go through with it or not. And then Q&A. So I'm going to actually stop this. How are you feeling? Is there anything we can help clarify or answer for you? Remember, you build your prospect list using poll stickers, sample packs, and reaching out to those engaging on your posts. Let's get you your focus on 5 bonus this month. So I'm going to stop that share there and just kind of chat a little bit more about the incentives this month. So I did talk a lot about the sales that we're already having. So the holiday packs and then the Black Friday sale at the end of the month here. So I don't know when that's going to be, but I think it will be probably in about 2.5 weeks. Like we're only on the second week of the month. So I think it will be on like the 26th or 27th is when it will start. Last year, Chelsea told me that they had a sale for 5 whole days. So I don't really know what they plan on doing, but I do know that it's an everyone sale. And as soon as I know more about what's going to happen with the sale, I'll let you guys know right away so that you can kind of get on top of things with your selling list and everything like that. But just knowing full well that this is going to be like a huge month for you guys, I really want you guys to understand that this is going to be a huge month for you guys. So anything, any doubt that you're carrying with you at this very moment, I'm going to give you permission to let the doubt go. Okay. Right now, do it with me. Just let it go. Take a deep breath and just like release all that doubt, okay? Because we're not doubting ourselves this month. This is our month to shine. And it is 11/11 today. So I wanted you guys to, if you can, I want you to shoot for the stars this month. If you can show your face, I would absolutely love for you to show your face. And something that I really want you to just say to us on this call, speak it into existence. Don't say the rank don't say the rank above where you're ranked right now. Okay. I know this sounds crazy, but you guys will understand when I tell you why. I want you to tell me the rank above the rank that you're above or that you're on right now. So wherever you're sitting, let's say you're brand builder. Okay. Or let's say you're a brand partner. You are not going to say brand builder right now. You are going to say bronze and so on and so forth. Okay. So the reason why we do it this way is because your brain starts to give you the analysis and the energy to tap into that rank just above the rank that you're actually better off hitting, right? So what happens is, I'm going to say it right now, I'm going executive leader this month. Okay. So now my senior leader goal seems much more manageable, does it not? Because I'm saying I'm going executive leader this month. And now my brain has now accepted that that's the goal I'm going towards. And it'll be easier for me to welcome in senior leader if that's a step above where I'm already going. So we're like shooting for the stars and maybe ending up in the clouds, right? So that's kind of how I want you guys to look at it. If you can unmute and give me something similar, I would absolutely love that. You guys can go one at a time, but I would love for you to tell me like the goal higher than the one that you're actually trying to hit this month.
Okay, I'm going gold this month then.
Yeah, you are. I love it. Yes, you are. And you, Sammy?
I think it was silver, right? I hit silver once before, so I think that's where I'm going to go again. Or is it bronze? What was it?
No, you're going gold this month, Sam.
Okay, gold. Yes, that's where I want to be.
So Sammy, just so you know, you hit bronze basically every month. You've hit silver. I think you were like a couple of volume off from hitting silver the month
No, I
after
did.
it.
Yeah, one time I was like a few people away from silver and that killed me. And then the following month I hit silver.
Yes. So you've hit silver before. So now the rank above silver is gold. So
Yeah.
that just means that you'll for sure hit silver this month because you're working on gold, right?
Right. Yes. Yes.
And
100%.
what about you, Kate?
Sorry, I'm in a dark room and the lights are off, so that's why I kept my camera off.
No, that's okay. That's okay. What about you, Kate?
I'm going bronze this month.
I love it. And you know what? So I remember we were kind of talking, you were saying something about how I think you were saying like I want to go silver at some point this year. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys, it's not about wanting to go somewhere. It's about I am going somewhere. I don't want to. Like, want comes from the mindset of lack, it comes from the mindset of scarcity. Okay. So it's actually, you are going to, because it's already opening up that energetic field. Trust me, I'm doing the Manifestation Babe course right now. Mind blowing how crazy powerful our minds are. Like it is insane. We are literally infinite potential, you guys. The only thing that stops you from being who you want to be and what you want to achieve is doubt. It's doubt in your mind. It's doubt in what you're capable of. It's doubt in your content. It's doubt in your conversations. It's doubt. You're doubting yourself. Instead of just stepping into, like, for example, Alessa in the chat today, how do I respond to this? Right? It's like, but you already know, right? You already know that is all natural, and you already know how it benefits you. So always speak on what you know. You don't have to know everything to still be an expert, okay? You are an expert in what you know. So I need you guys to understand that if you've hit your 5 for 5 bonus, which all of you have on this call, if you've hit your 5 for 5 bonus, you can hit it again. It's the exact same energy that was needed to hit that 5 for 5 bonus any other month that you've hit it, that you would just need to apply here. Okay, so something that I like to do is go back. So you know how in like the story archives, you can go back to like your best month in business. Kate, I think last month was your best month in business, was it not? I think maybe. But either way, go
I
back.
think it was for her.
Yeah,
She
I think
crushed
it
it.
was. I think she
Yeah.
really killed it last month. So go back into your archives of your stories and remind yourself of what you were talking about on those months, how you were talking about it, what kind of energy you were putting out, what kind of things were you doing on your in your spare time during that month that kind of helped you be like, okay, I'm doing this and it's effortless. Like, do you guys remember? And I know that like it can sometimes feel like, well, it was so hard to do that. But on the months where you guys did the best, was it really that hard? Like honestly, tell yourself honestly, was it really that hard? Or do you feel like you're working harder now to hit something than you did on the month that you did the best? Because when success is effortless, it truly is effortless, you guys. When you're putting way too much of this, like, no one's reaching out to me. I don't have any interest. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't like this is, and I'm telling you, I'm having this conversation with a lot of you right now. Okay. So I'm not like, it's not about anybody else. There has been a lot of that in my inbox lately. And I think it's because you guys are too in your heads. You're just not letting it organically happen. You have to have fun with this. Okay. It's not supposed to be something that's stressful. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to light you up and it's supposed to not feel. And like, I understand, like, there's annoying things about running a business. You know, there's going to be things like one of my partners just finally got a runner under her and she was so excited about it. And she went to go sign up. She was already a customer of hers. She went to go sign up, and the customer put in the brand partner membership and put in her SIN number and everything. And all of a sudden she wasn't there, right? Oh, look who hopped on. All of a sudden she wasn't in her office and she's like, well, what the heck? And I'm like, it's little things like that that will like kind of break you down in this business. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to, it doesn't have to hurt you, right? Keep your like shield up for stuff like that. Don't let every little tiny negative thing that can easily be fixed interfere with your belief in yourself. You know, Chelsea, I'm just talking about how doubt and how it literally kills your business. Because if you start to doubt yourself, you start doubting every last thing that you're doing. So we're just doing like a little bit of mindset here, Chelsea. If you want to come in at any point, you can. But I was just saying that like I'm having this like reoccurring conversation right now in my inboxes with the girls on my team, and people are saying like, what's going on? Like, I don't have any interest. Like, and it's just because people are making it so much less joyful than it used to be. So I was just saying that, oh, Deanna, wow, everyone's just jumping on now. You have to remember when it felt good, right?
Yeah.
And how little were you actually, like, how much effort were you actually putting in in like a desperate, like, oh my gosh, I need to make these sales way on those months where you absolutely rock it, right? You have to remind yourself, you guys, that like it was fun that month. It didn't feel hard. And so the moment you start to tell yourself like, oh, no one's responding on my polls and oh, this reel did really bad. Like no one's going to buy from me. Like that you're already sabotaging yourself by saying that. You truly are. You have to believe that the people who you want to help are already watching you. They're already listening to you. They're already wanting in on it. And just like me, I just couldn't do it yet. It doesn't mean that they're not going to do it. It just means that it's timing thing, right? If you want to add, Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm also speaking tonight on our big team call, and this is just a piece that I'm going to share. So if you're going to be on that one, it's at 9 Eastern time, so it's in an hour from now. It's me and Jade Hooper. We're doing a November kickoff. We weren't able to do it the first week. So but we're just going to kind of do like a end of year strategy, and my biggest mindset thing, I'm going into a lot of it, but the one thing that kind of resonates with this, just the piece that I've picked up, was like I just had a one-on-one VIP day with a coach that I've looked up to for a long time. And she was talking about, and I've heard this before, but it was just the way that she articulated it that I was like, wow, that's so powerful. But like you can, like when we think about like butterflies, you can go try and catch butterflies, and you can exert all your energy by like running around, chasing them, catching them, trying to corner them to get them in your hand or whatever. Or you can just plant a bunch of flowers and let the butterflies come. And so I feel like in this business we feel like we need to push and we need to go like reach out to people and we need to try and find these people. But realistically, and like this is how I've run my business for 10 years. So there was never a point where I was messaging randoms. And like, I'm not saying you guys do this, but I'm just saying like a lot of people feel like this business needs to be hard when really it can actually be so effortless if you just plant the right flowers, because then the attraction comes, then the butterflies come. And like, if you guys are putting yourself out there with good energy and you're excited and passionate about what we're doing here and what you're sharing and what you're offering, they're just going to naturally come. And if you're in a season where like people aren't coming, it could be because you're in a planting season and it's just not harvest season right now. You're planting those flowers and then they grow and then the butterflies come. Like that's kind of where we're at right now for a lot of us. I haven't got my 5 for 5. I used to get my focus on 5 on my account and my husband's account every month. And I haven't done that since July. So there's times where, and then there's times also when you have a team too, like this is where I'm at. That when you have a big team like this, sometimes you're in a leadership season. Sometimes you're doing calls instead of doing your own content, your own things that get you the customers and get you the brand partners. For me, I've been in a leadership season. So I don't sit here and beat myself up though. I don't sit here and go, oh my gosh, I haven't signed a customer. And well, I've signed customers, but I haven't got my 5 for 5 in like 3 months. It's just not something I do because I know it doesn't mean anything. I'm still here 10 years later. There were many, many months where I didn't sign one customer or one distributor. There were actually months where I didn't sign people for, I don't even know, like I honestly don't remember, but months. There had been months since I did my own enrollment, right? So it's like, that doesn't mean anything. I'm still a massive success 10 years in. And like, I feel like when we sit here and dwell and think about what's not happening, you just attract more of that. Like it's truly just what happens. So if you're feeling this way right now, just know that it's a planting season and all the work that you're doing will pay off at some point. Like, me, I don't even, Paige just told you guys how many times I followed up with her and how many times that, we talked about this business before she actually joined. It's like, imagine I was just like, oh my God, like she's not answering me, she's not joining, like fuck it. Like she wouldn't be on my team right now. So it's like I never once thought that. I always knew she'd be here and I just didn't care when. It was like I would love for it to be now, but if it's 6 months or 6 years from now, I know she's going to be here at some point. And that's just like that's truly the energy that I put out and that's what I get back. So I would encourage you all to do the same.
I love that. Thank you. And it's so funny because you were right on my wavelength with that too. Because, oh, Vicky, look at this. Yeah, you were right on my wavelength because I said that to them. I'm like, go back and look at your your history in your story archives of like the month that you did the best in your business and remind yourself how fun it was and how unstressy it was and how effortless it was. Like I remember when I went leader, like it was crazy. There was still like 5 days left in the month.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, and it was just like it just kind of happened. And I wasn't like pushing, like I was pushing for leader clearly, but it wasn't like, oh, I have to hit leader this month. Like this is the month that it needs to happen. It just kind of happened because I stopped trying to control the outcome and I just had fun with it. Right. And you
Yeah.
guys, like people, I'm telling you, people can feel that desperation energy, even if you're trying to fake that you're not feeling desperate. Like if you just know in your heart that you have something special to offer people in both a financial aspect and a supplement aspect, people will feel that energy. Whether somebody signs up with me or not, I still have some gold in my hands that I would love to offer you. People will feel that energy, right? So yeah, something that was just amazing, Chelsea, because I was literally just saying that to them that like it is like when you really do look back and think back on the months where like things were like the best in your business, almost always you can think about it in a sense that it's like, holy, I feel like I didn't even like truly put as much effort in that month that I am right now. Right?
Yeah.
It
That's my
feels
favorite tip. My favorite tip in the world is to go look back in your best months when you felt so good and you got your focus on five or you promoted or you signed a brand partner and like that is the perfect thing to do is go look and see what you were doing because it's not anybody else, it's you. It's not what anybody else is doing. It was what you were doing. So, yeah, it's my favorite tip. It'll be the next tip that I share on stage because it's just one of those things that you guys wouldn't even believe how many times I'm like, oh, like, did you know that you can go back in like your Facebook post and your story archive? And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, go watch your own, go get inspiration from yourself. You guys can be inspired by me, you can be inspired by Paige, but you can only motivate yourself. We can inspire you, but you can only motivate yourself. And don't you think it's so much better to be inspired by your own self? Like to go back and see the months where you were crushing it and be like, oh my gosh, I did that. Just, it's really great. So
love
I do have
it.
a call I have to get on Page, but
Yeah.
I I'm really excited and if you guys can get on tonight, it's going to be really really good. So that one's in and I have one now with another team, but then at 9 Eastern, in an hour we're getting on with Jade. And that's for all of Wellness Collective. So that's posted in the Happy Collective team page and the chats and all that stuff if you guys want to tune into that. I know it's late, but it's just because we have so many West Coasters. So
It's true.
um
Well,
yeah,
thank
hopefully,
you. We appreciate you jumping on.
yeah, of course.
I am gonna wrap this up and go make supper for my kiddos.